Hull City go with 4 changes today following the 3-1 defeat at Norwich. Matt Ingram retains his place in goal. The only place that doesn't change apart from him is the back 4. Greaves, McLaughlin, Jones and Christie all keep their places. It will either be a completely different midfield 3 or midfield 4 for the Tigers. Simons gets his first league start, joined by Tufan, Doherty, potentially Pelkas on the left, but we expect him to be pushed further along with Oscar and Longman up front. The bench for the Tigers features Darlow, Coyle, Elder, Ebue, Figueiredo, who replaces Woods, injured in the warm-up, Tete and Slater. Preston in possession, trying to work the ball up towards Liam Delap for his first touch of the afternoon, but play's broken up and Doherty's going for a more direct approach, arrowing the ball out to the left-hand side in the final third. Tufan gets onto it. There's an unmarked Pelkas into the area. First touch wasn't the kindest to him. Ball will pop now to Tufan, who gets his coordinates all wrong and squanders a decent opportunity. He lifts the ball way over the crossbar, but it was well worked in the first place from Ozan Tufan. He managed to really hinder the control of Potts, and the loose ball will run through for Story, who's going to play it back to Woodman. He's going to send the ball flying through the air. Greaves will get a solid connection with his header down the left. Pelkas gives chase to Story. Pelkas has got quite a lot of speed. Was there a push in the back there by Jordan Story? The whistle, well, I thought the whistle had gone for a moment there, but the chance still loomed, and Oscar had a great chance because Pelkas worked it into the area and Oscar was not far away. I'm sure Sam Allison went to blow his whistle, but he must have changed his mind right at the last minute because he was running over, but there was no decision given, and Ryan Lowe obviously is a little bit agitated by that, but he's also barking away at Jordan Story, who was put under pressure by Dimi Pelkas. Across the defence to Story. Pelkas trying to mark up. Pelkas can't get on the ball. Potts into Greaves. Link-up play between Cannon and Potts is decent. Potts will try and play an early cross into the middle. Delap gets onto the loose touch by Jones. Delap strikes with venom into the side netting. And Liam Delap, who's already been here this season with Stoke City, he didn't score that night, but he really let out a ferocious strike from the right side of the penalty area. He certainly caught it sweetly enough. Ingram would never have got to that if it was on target. He certainly looked at Tufan as if he was just diving over Woodman to avoid a collision, but he stayed down after it as well. Tufan is going to get onto the ball again though immediately as Preston give it up in their midfield. Tufan 25 yards out. A little ball right to find Longman, gets round his man. A little floated cross into the area, just bypasses everyone except Doherty, who resets. Now with Greaves. Hull City just having a spell of pressure. Doherty to Simons, edge of the box. Christie, 25-yarder! Ooh, curving wide. Listen to the roar of the Hull City fans, though, who are up in arms. Preston have got a man down on the edge of the area. And do the Hull City fans feel that it actually hit him as Christie took the shot on? So are they trying to protest a corner? Preston North End may be slightly limited in goals, but most of them have actually come away from home. They've got 18 on their trowels, which is the same as Hull City have at home. And Preston came into this game with 4 wins in 6 on their travels, but have only won 2 of their last 9. Liam Rossini tasting defeat for the 3rd time as manager on Tuesday in what he regarded as the first relatively poor showing from his team, but they could be in here. It's given away cheaply by the Preston defence. Longman to Oscar in the area, pulls his shot. Oh, I thought it was going to go wide, trickling wide anyway, but Woodman decided to get across to make sure and push it wide of the post as Oscar didn't catch it cleanly. But the back 3 of Preston trying to play into the midfield spotted Longman in all sorts of room only, and he tried to set up Oscar in the penalty area only to trickle his shot. Ledson in the midfield, he's gone for a long ball forward which is well cushioned by McLaughlin. Greaves gathers on halfway. 3 minutes of added time to come. Longman potentially breaking from the defence. He's into the area. Oscar wants it. It comes to Doherty. Doherty first time. Might get a second chance. It somehow spirals away from the goal. It will be a corner, but not for the first time. Greg Doherty has tried to work the ball through a cluster of Preston defenders, and Woodman this time had to be called upon just to tip it away. As Hull City now pick up the ball, and Pelkas in the middle of the Preston half, trying to play in Doherty, the ball drifting further right of the penalty area. Cunningham under pressure, sliding to and fro, and the ball just would not sit for him. It goes out for a corner, so a chance brewing for the Tigers in these early stages of the second half. Alfie Jones talking to Greaves and McLaughlin as the three centre-halves by trade walk in to take up their positions near the penalty spot. Two waiting in the 6-yard box. One is Doherty, the other is Longman. The ball comes in from Pelkas. Oh, pushed away by Woodman with his feet from a reaction shot from Alfie Jones. Another chance coming. Pelkas outside of the foot, straight into the clutches this time of Freddie Woodman. A double chance for Hull City right at the beginning of the half. Christie will try and float the ball up towards Tufan. It's gathered now by Pelkas, bumps into Ledson. Just clutches his side as the ball breaks away up the other end for Thomas Cannon. Now he's got a little bit of pace in his legs and he's cut it back, looking for Parrott! Oh, wide of the target. Now that will probably be one of Preston's best chances of the second half. Delap had a good chance in the first, and Preston's second opportunity is wasted. Rolled out of the feet by Matt Ingram into the D of his penalty area before blasting away. Diaby looking to command the ball in the air. He's done just that as Greaves then comes in to try and win the ball back off Brad Potts into the middle. Link-up play between himself and Alan Brown. Now with Cunningham. Fernandez on this left-hand side. Now into the middle. Chances building here with Parrott. And then Fernandez, who's in the area, is trying to work the space to shoot himself, and then Potts takes it off his feet and balloons it over the crossbar. But two big chances for Preston North End. 6 waiting in the box. All the central defenders are up for Preston as it's delivered and then flicked towards the 6-yard box. Parrott will work it back out wide. In comes the cross. Oh, nearly a free header for Greg Cunningham. Nobody picked him up in a black and amber shirt, and again it's hooked out of play, this time by Ryan Longman for a throw in. Hull City all of a sudden look pretty shaken. Preston didn't really lay a glove on Hull City in the first half except for the Delap chance, and their cross this time is poor, and Hull City can now bring it away. Pelkas given up in the midfield in the middle of the Hull City half, and Preston head back towards Woodman, who sends the ball long. The back three scampering in Hull City colours. McLaughlin's header is a soft one, and it only lands on the edge of the penalty area for Preston to regather. Troy Parrott into the area now. McLaughlin trying to hold on to his feet. Potts, it's deflected and into the side netting for another corner. Hull City not learning their lessons here. Hull City will get a throw in, and importantly for the Tigers, it's in the Preston half, so they can now work something potentially as Oscar trying to dribble through the midfield. Tufan coming in to help him out as Preston momentarily won it back. Simons over to Greaves, edge of the box left side, digging out across. Oh, that wasn't far away. Now, did Woodman get a touch? He did, so it's a corner kick. And the centre half by trade, Jacob Greaves, trying to curve a ball in here at the MKM Stadium. 0-0 as things stand. Greaves does well from the clearance away by the goalkeeper. Greaves into Slater, halfway line, now finds the ball down the line for Tufan, having a run at Lindsay, twisting, turning, into the area, Tufan! Big save by Woodman. It was just a block, putting his hands up, unable to catch it, too much power in the shot. Tufan again, edge of the area, left side. Playing it now to Slater, they exchange passes, Tufan trying to bend one towards the far corner. That was ambitious and unsuccessful from Ozan Tufan, but he's getting Woodman back to work in between the posts of the Preston goal. It's with Greaves. Just a bit of pinball inside the midfield. Simons just giving the ball away as Troy Parrott nips in and intercepts. It's now with Brown as Preston can build on running his pots from the wing back, but it's going to be Preston with a chance on the edge of the area, and now it pops to Alan Brown. The captain sends a shot screeching over the crossbar of Matt Ingram's goal. It will be a goal kick, but well played by Troy Parrott to intercept in the middle of the Hull City half off Simon's attempted ball across the midfield.